Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming with more Plague Inc. Evolved custom scenarios. We have another request for a scenario called The Coven. And of course, anything that sounds even vaguely cult-related is something I just have to give it a shot. Here it is currently set at 4 stars by... Nope, that's not the one. Nope, this is Skybrain. Hang on. This one at 3 stars by Ben426. Double, toil and trouble, cauldron burn and cauldron bubble. Wait, no, that's not how it works. Whatever. Welcome to my Coven scenario. Comes with custom strings, starting buffs, events, government actions, abilities, symptoms, and transmissions, and much more. Translators wanted. Currently available in English. All right. Short description. Good, as opposed to the long description. You are a revenge-hungry witch whose ancestors got burned during the Salem trials. Hey, this has been a week of Salem, apparently. You are, however, too weak to do this all on your own. Who is worthy enough to join your coven? Are you going to poison humanity, or would you rather curse them, or turn them to stone? Maybe just drain their miserable life. I'm going with that one. Eternal youth. Everyone else just becomes a husk. I like that. What you get to do in this scenario, some more 6 possible members. I gotta choose which ones to go for. Necronomicon, special abilities. Tired of always starting in Saudi Arabia? Me too. Gives you reasons to try out many different starting locations. Look up chakras, necronomicons on the web. Am I starting in Nepal? Maybe. Some custom events, personalized interface, lots of cool stuff, basically. All right. Well, a lot has been promised. I'm looking forward to seeing what is actually delivered upon. Prion. I don't like the Prion that much, but all right. We're going to go with our standard lineup with the transstasis and everything else. This is called The Curse. Welcome to Plague Inc. Coven. Your revenge-hungry wisp. Can you find your team of spellcasters, hex, and kill everyone before they find you and burn you at the stake? It's 2020. Who does the burning at the stake these days? I mean, maybe we should, but we don't. Coven leader. Oh, cool. They actually renamed things up here. We have Hexing, the Coven, and Necronomicon. Nice. Okay, so we have the Coven leader, a spellcasting witch seeking revenge. And then we have spell casting. Cast spells onto victims, increasing the number of hexed, which is infectivity. All right. A tarot master, the master of the witch cards. A poisoner, a patient killer with a knowledge of poisons, unlocks new abilities. The warlock, a witch with strong connections to demons and afterlife. Can a woman be a warlock, or is that actually gender specific toward a male form of evil magic user? I've only ever seen it as male, but I don't see any reason why it has to be. I think it depends a little bit on what magical universe you're talking about. Interesting, though. Potion Master, an experienced alchemist with potent recipes for potions, unlocking new abilities. Hexer, a spell slinger with a proficiency in hexing, unlocking the hexing abilities, which sounds like something I want for my transstasis. And a Medusa, a snake-haired monster gifted with a gaze that turns people to stone. All right. We're going to start with the Hexer. That leads to a cursed bloodline. The curse does not leave with the victim's life. The corpses continue to hex, so this is necrotic transmission. Got it. This curse might be too strong for the human body to handle, hence why they explode with lethal energy. Oh, there's our hexing. So we have lunar magic, Mother Nature, deal with the devil, tribe magic, solar magic, urban legends, and cryptids. What the crud is going on here? We have not unlocked the Necronomicon quite yet, so we do need to unlock a couple more spellcasters if we're going to make that one work. I think we want to get some more hexing, though. None of that is currently affordable, though. What should we go for? I guess we'll go for spellcasting. Interesting, it doesn't cost DNA, it costs energy. Oh, this is cool. There's actually like a good amount of serious customization here. I mean, I know it's a very small aesthetic thing to like rename these, but for some scenarios, transmissions and symptoms and stuff don't make sense. So when people go to the level of actually changing up this stuff, I like it. It's thematically appropriate. Advanced spellcasting. Cast spells onto victims, increase the number of hex, and grants access to the Necronomicon. Yes, please. We get access to the Necronomicon. Grants access to many forgotten ways of witchcraft and wizardry. Spellicus Kilius. Or something, I don't know. Give me a second. My throat is super duper dry, and I need to drink a little bit of seltzer. Oh my god. This is what happens when you're cored for like 5 hours in a row. It murders you. Absolutely murders you. All right, we have access to some hexing. So, poor people often wish for something they cannot have, so this is poor transmission. Who contacts the devil? The witches, obviously, which is why we're supposed to burn them at the stake. Mother Nature. With magic, you can curse trees and plants. Land transmission of your curse increases. Remember, the nature is a living organism too. Your magic may mutate. Interesting, okay. So become kind of druids, or kind of new age witchy, I guess. Lunar magic. Sailors become vulnerable. I'm guessing that is water and sea transmission. Cryptids. Magical creatures rise from the books carrying all sorts of curses and hexes. You know, I'd never heard the term of cryptid before. Until I think I watched a 10-minute power hour by the Game Grumps where they talked about this. I was like, what the crud is a freaking cryptid? Nah, I don't know. I still don't think I fully get the definition. Animal spirits cannot control magic that well, which may lead to mutation. Okay. Urban legends. This is urban regions. I don't think India counts as urban. No, it's actually counting as rural, which is interesting. Tribe magic is, however, I assume, hot countries, and it doesn't say that it's rural, but it still could be good. Solar magic, arid environments. Let's go for the tribe magic and enjoy the extra hot transmission in places like India. And then let's go for deal with the devil, since I do think we are starting near some fairly poor countries, so having that could get me out of India a little bit faster. Deal with the devil too. Poor people often wish for something they cannot have. This is the exact same description as before. Okay, same as this. So they're just the same thing, but better. Got it. Okay, well, that seems simple enough to understand. I like it. Not spreading very rapidly out of India at the moment, though, which is a little unfortunate. Maybe we want to go for... Let's go with the Tarot Master. That leads to fortune telling. A seemingly harmless activity is a very good way to spread your curse. Fortune tellers with more clients in urban areas. Not relevant to me right now, but could be very relevant once I get into China. Alright, still no new abilities there. I guess I could go for the Necronomicon right now. I'm not sure what the best build order is. Obviously, I haven't played this yet, but we've got about a couple million people hexed right now in India. I'll make that 5 million. It seems to be growing a little bit faster all of a sudden. That's good. Well, what we need is some more severity, I think. So maybe we want to go for something like the Poisoner or the Warlock. Let's go for the Poisoner. This leads to nausea, which leads to discomfort and a little bit of severity. Okay. Well, nausea for free. Thank you. It's like the witches heard my plea. That's lovely. That leads to vomiting, which is pretty effective and also causes a bit more severity. All right. I'm guessing Medusa would be considered to be pretty darn severe, but maybe we won't worry about that right now. So that leads to diarrhea, which actually can be lethal and also extremely infective. I'm going to go ahead and grab, stronger poisons, which is good for drug resistance, I'm guessing. Let's go for the Necronomicon and see what we get. Silly wizardry. Mixing some magic words and gradients never hurted anyone, right? Increases mutation. Ice spell, more vulnerable to the hex in icy countries, I'm guessing. Concentrated wizardry. So it slows down the cure. Okay. Spell weakening climates. Sun spell, good for the hot countries. And restore old curses. Restores longly cured curses all around the world. I don't know what that one means, but okay. I'm guessing it's a genetic reshuffle effectively. So they have detected that I have been hexing 1.5 billion people, have they? Well, I'm glad the fools have finally caught on. Let's go for some solar magic and some lunar magic, because I'm guessing that's going to result in good arid transmission as well as some water transmission. Witch trials in Salem. History seems to repeat itself. The citizens of Salem are afraid of curse and they are performing witch trials. Because obviously, the only witches we have are all congregated in frickin' Salem again. You could just leave, you know. Let's go for the Warlock. I want to see what the Warlock does. The Warlock, shadow people. Shadow people are figures seen on the edge of one's vision. They are considered to be bad omens. A little bit of infectivity and a little bit more severity comes out of that. Okay. The witch trials have been disbanded. The governments have found the curse to be a hoax and arrested the instigators and participants. Yeah, how dare you? How dare you accuse those poor, innocent, defenseless, I assume, women? Yeah, how dare you assume these things? Nothing I can do right now, though. We're really not getting a lot of energy very quickly, are we? Not a lot, no. I think I need to go for anything with some severity. I'm going to go for the diarrhea, even though it does have some lethality, just because we're kind of desperate at this point. We've infected quite a few countries, and I am very rapidly running out of gas. If we don't fix that soon, we're in trouble. Let's go for the shadow people. That leads to a poltergeist. These spirits often manipulate electronics and objects to elicit a reaction from the living, because ultimately they're just trolls looking for reactions. That's why you don't feed the poltergeist troll. Don't do it. You're gonna regrets. 17 energy for that, but it's very infective and fairly severe. It's a bit of a risk how much severity I'm taking on, but for that much infectivity, I think I'm willing to make the risk. We have got the Potion Master. They join for free. Insomnia. Your potions cause inability to sleep, making people less productive. Okay. Urban density is okay, I suppose. We want to go for some stronger potions so we can get better in places like Europe, since right now we're a little bit behind the curve there. Still not in places like Canada. I think I need to get some ice spell so we can spread faster in the cold areas. I mean, at the end of the day, we still have to play this like we would anything else. India is shutting down their airports. Okie day. More ice spells? I think we're going to go for more strong potions. And yeah, we'll go for both. Why not? Let's start really buffing up the hexing in Russia, please. Alrighty, so let's see. We could go for More lunar magic, and I will. Poor won't do me a lot of good. This is land transmission. Let's do that. Just spread a little bit faster in places like South America and Africa. We are spreading a little bit now in Canada. Okay. Got into Iceland. What are we missing? Greenland and the Caribbean are the only 2 islands at this point that we are missing. Let's go for the hot countries to try and improve our spread in Mexico so we can get into the Caribbean. Or the U.S. can always do that for me. There's insomnia. Mutation chance is starting to catch up with me a little bit, though. Got to be kind of careful there. Dysentery might be a bit more lethal than I want. We do have parasitic entities known as demons. Supernatural beings that feed off the energy of a living host. They manipulate behavior, making the curing process harder. Okay. And seizures. Let's go for the Medusa, because I want to see what she does. Stone gaze. Stone victims become impossible to analyze. I am guessing that will dramatically slow down the ability to cure. Okay. The whole gang is here. Hooray! Now it's a party. Your team is now full. With their powers combined, you gain extra energy. Yay! With their full powers assembled, they become Captain Planet. Let's see. Spell weakening wouldn't do me a lot of good. It's basically a bacteria type as a Prion. Don't forget, as a Prion, everything rolls out slower, so maybe we do want to go for some lethality. I guess I'll go for the seizures. That leads to insanity. Okay. Cursed bloodline, a little bit too much, I think. Fortune telling, sure, that leads to paranoia. Okay, not going to worry about that right now. Let's go for the urban legends, so we spread faster in the urban areas. Actually, looks like we already got that. Okay. La Llorona was a woman who committed suicide after drowning her own children in a Mexican river as means of revenge against her husband. Yes, punish the children for the sins of the husband. That makes sense. Her wandering spirit is said to cry every night. The legend warns all children not to go out in the dark. Thank you, I guess, for the information. Sure. Solar magic will increase that a little bit. Cryptids, I don't really need that right now. Yeah, no, that doesn't do me any good right now. Okay, so we're going to ignore all of that. Let's go for some heat transmission so we can preferably get a boat out into freaking the Caribbean. Got it. And we are in Greenland. Does that mean we're in every country? We are, which means we should ramp up that lethality like crazy. Let's go for dysentery. And probably things like pulmonary edema. The curse is only at 20% cured right now. So we could probably go for the stone gaze, and I'm willing to bet that slows down the research by a rather substantial margin. It did reset it a little bit, but I was kind of thinking this might work like a Nurex worm, where the infected literally stop working on the cure. But in this case, it appears that is not the case, so okay. Anything we can do to increase our mutation chance? I don't see anything. Boo. All right, well, I guess we could have gone for different types of transmissions, and that might have been fine. The entire world is about to be hexed. Is that sufficient, or do I need to actually kill everybody? I might need to actually kill everybody. Insanity would be pretty good. But let's go for the pulmonary edema. That leads to total organ failure. Okay, so there's my lethality path. Now, remember, the Prion is taking a while to ramp up, so I'm a little concerned about our speed at the moment. We don't seem to be getting much of, like, any DNA from lethality here. This is concerning. Okay, now it's starting to come in a little bit. All right. Total organ failure mutates for free. Beautiful. That's exactly the sort of thing I wanted to see. We're going to go for the insanity, because I'm pretty sure that's going to slow down the cure by a rather substantial margin. And by a substantial, I mean like 9%. That's not as good as I thought it would be, but okay. The entire world shall die and be turned into zombies. Is that a thing we're allowed to do? Because it's a thing I'd like to do. Restores longly cured curses all around the world. All right. Nope, that did not set back the cure progress. It is not a genetic reshuffle. What did that do? I don't know. I have no idea what that one did. That one seems to have done absolutely nothing. Okay. Necronomicon, anything else you can do? No. Increase the time. Increases the mutations. Oh, there's the option. Stronger potions, decreases future. Let's go for the concentrated wizardry and just reset the cure a little bit. Buy ourselves a wee little bit more score. Need to get up to 29 now if we want to get the next level, which I have. Let's go for that. Back down to 60%. You aren't allowed to cure my hexes. Friggin' heck. Y'all burned all the witches. You haven't had anyone for centuries that knows how to combat evil and magic. You fools. Should have kept the witch burning activity going for a long time. That was the only way to protect yourselves, but no. I don't know exactly where I'm going with this joke. I'm obviously not encouraging that we actually go out and burn witches. Should be obvious, but you know, on the internets, people seem to get confused by somewhat obvious things. All right, so we're sitting back waiting, and oh, I saw 69 for a brief moment. That was nice. Curse has successfully limited all life on Earth. 665 days. 666 would have been perfect. We were so close. That's like when you're trying to pump gas, right? and you're like trying to stop it at just the right moment to hit like a perfect dollar amount, an even dollar amount, and you're off by like 1 penny. That's basically what just happened here. I'm very disappointed. 63% cure progress, 57,353 points, and 2 stars. All in all, I think it's a pretty good scenario. It's got a lot of customization here. Again, it sticks to a theme and does it pretty well. It's a theme that actually makes some sense to me. I like it. And yeah, no, I mean, there's just really nothing wrong with this scenario. I don't know why it's only got 3 stars. I feel like it deserves at least 4, maybe even 5. Spelling errors here and there, but besides that, not too bad. The balancing seems fine too, so really not a lot of complaints to be had. All right, well, that was fun. Nice. The Coven scenario is absolutely a thumbs up from me. Thank you for sending it my way. And thank all of you lovely people for watching this video. I do hope that you enjoyed, and if so, you'll consider hitting that like button, leave a comment showing your support, subscribe, hit that notify bell, and send me your recommendations on Discord. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.